we doing in years 2 and 3, and what does that mean for you folks? There's a number of proposed milestones at the moment. So extension of range of web services for consumers. So for example, eVol is currently consuming land use plant names web service. They may well switch over to NZOR. There will be the opportunity for regional councils to do that as well. Integrated NZOR cache developed, so that just means that the data set that is drawing the records from the data providers is doing so dynamically rather than just a first sort of a static dump. Linkage between NZOR and Species 2000. Feedback services, so people can say, I think that name's wrong, or you know, it's misspelled, or there's some other problem, or ask for more information. Next one, Dan. Engaging some more data consumers, developing a website so you can actually go to a thing and see it and browse and download spreadsheets and so forth. Big part of the project obviously is that data collection part, so there's an ongoing process of identifying what the gaps are. Some of those will be gaps from the nasty things that we don't want, and we'll need to bring those in from international sources and work out how to do that. Further the population of NZOR with accessible digital data from second-tier data providers, so herbaria, museums, universities, independent taxonomists. Through working out how we fund the thing into the future once the initial funding from TIFBIS finishes, and one of the things we're working on in regards to that is the legal structure. So the steering group is doing some work with the Executive Secretary for NZOR, Professor David Penman, on what entity is it? Is it sort of a government entity? Does it fit into some shared services, DIA? How does it keep going, basically? Planning quality assessment, keeping on developing the infrastructure, going out and telling people about it. Jump forward. And then year 3, having a plan in place for it to live in perpetuity, establish as an entity, future governance, and then getting direct feedback and engagement from basically everybody who's using it. So ideally by end of 2011, and for a lot of you before that, sort of over the next year, it's going to be a service that you folks can start using, and will be as an authoritative source of names and taxonomy data and biostatus for New Zealand as is possible. One of the things that's of use in and of itself, one of the other things that starts to enable is it becomes a piece of connecting infrastructure so that you can put other sources of data about presence absence, about distributions, about threat status, about all of the things that you measure and manage, and you can be sure that you're talking about the same taxa. So that's NZOR.